Hello, fellow NIMCNs and AMKNs. My name is Vikramjit Bhayana, and I'm from MBA 11, currently working with Bajaj Allianz General Insurance. I welcome you all to our very own visual podcast. How's the Josh? Let me invite our guest, Naveen sir. He's a proud student of MCA 5 batch. He's advisor to CVS Health and leading the release management team for their digital implementations across all lines of business for 8 plus years. He has worked with four organizations, Cognizant, Wipro, Genpact, and CVC, and has had the privilege to get the opportunity to share the conference room in person with top leadership, namely Lakshmi Narayanan, Aziz Premji, Tiger Tyagarajan, and Steve Gold. He has received 30 plus awards and certificates in his career, awarded the Gold Star Annual Award in 2012 and Global CFA Annual Award for Performance in 2013 by Tiger in person. He has established and led Genpact Mainframe Center of Excellence and given the opportunity to start release management in CVD Digital. He loves gardening, philately, and numismatics are hobbies started very early and are still ongoing. Best time pass is playing and watching sports. Couple of things that he believes in, and I think they're brilliant. One, willpower helps you through shallow waters, and focus and determination are the key to it. And secondly, remember your poor days. It keeps humanity alive. And remember your best days. It keeps hunger alive. What a thought, sir. I think this is going to be with me for life. Remember your poor days and the best days. I mean, I somehow feel it is so deep and it is yet so simple. Thank you for these. Thank you for this. I think I've come across this now and it's going to be with me for life. Thank you for this, sir.
Thanks, Vikram. Thanks for introducing me. The way you introduced seems like I'm 60 years now, too much experience under belt.
But sir, that's the beauty with such limited time. I think you've seen so much, and that is exactly what we're trying to bring through this podcast. Sir, we're trying to tell our fraternity that our college has the power to produce such wonderful corporate leaders or entrepreneurs, and it is time for us to take pride in that. And also, most of us sadly know each other just by name and the batch we belong to, sir. The whole idea of this is to bring a persona around this and let people know who you are as a person, also, sir. That makes the family bond a lot stronger. And hence this attempt, sir.
Thanks a lot for bringing this idea to the execution. And yeah, it's a very brilliant idea.
Lovely. Okay, and then with that, let's start with the Josh question, sir. Are you a morning person or a night owl, sir?
I'm more night owl kind of a person. However, yeah, you know your family, right? They change your priorities at times. So I mean, like whenever I have to drop my daughter to school for some music class or something, then I'll be around right there and I'll utilize that hour for my morning routines, exercises and joggings and all.
Lovely. So I somehow feel a lot of us who've left NIMC and AIMK, a big part of us was also the nightlife because I think in hostel, calling it an early night was never an option, right? So I think that stays with us for as long as it can. And of course, when family comes, priority changes. Like you said, you have to wake up in the morning, you become a morning person. I completely agree with you, sir. My next question,
Thanks.
are you a coffee person or a tea person, sir?
Being a family person, I'm more of a tea person, and I cherish my teas most that we used to have under huts during
Yes.
with a cold breeze or something like that. However, during my office hours, if I have to give it a deep thought or I'm under a conference with leadership or something, then I'll prefer going with the black tea so that it keeps you awake and focused.
I think coffee slash tea plays a very important role, sir. Like you said, keep it focused. At the same time, another cup of tea, like you said, in college with a good breeze, I think it just adds on to the flavor to a different level, sir. So, with you on that, sir.
True,
My next
true.
question, sir. What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
First thing when I wake up, I'll get up, say 1 liter of good water, and then few quick pull-ups. I have one bar right on my gate, so I mean like whenever I step out of my work, I take a 2 minute break or something. I'll go do some pull-ups and then I continue with things. So first thing, I'm like, sometimes my wife wakes up early. Sometimes I do. So whoever wakes up early, he uh, puts the tea preparation to the other one as a punishment, you can say, or whatever you can say. I mean, like, so that will be the next activity right in the morning. We start our day with.
One thing that I gather from your answer is that, sir, you, and which is rightly so, fitness is a very important part of your life. You also said there are times you go for a jog, early morning walks, and now pull-ups, having 1 liter water. These are all very, very good things to do. I think, especially in the morning, because you start your day with a healthy twitch in life. Not many people do that, so they say bahut kaam hai, they're busy, but I think just taking out that extra 1 minute and doing this, I think does wonders.
See, in my mind, one should not be too much bothered about corporate life. First thing you have to invest in yourself. I mean, like, more you invest in yourself, on your skills, on your health, those are the best investments and best return you will get from.
True,
So
sir.
that's my
I
thought.
couldn't agree more. Absolutely, sir. Jobs are there, which is great, but you can only perform if you're healthier inside and outside both, right, sir? If you're not, then there's only so much you can do, sir. So, to your point, very valid, sir. Thank you for that. My next question to you, sir. What's on your desk?
I don't keep anything on my desk. I don't keep anything. I mean, like, nothing at all, not even a coffee mug or anything. Like,
Wow.
I prefer it to be very clean, and I don't even take notes, honestly speaking. Even when I was in college, I was like, I will be the last one in entire college to pick up books or anything. And my thought was like, if I have to opt 5 questions out of 7, then rather than uh, brainstorming which 5 I need to choose, let us cover up 80% of the material given to study. You will get 5 questions out of it, and you will be
Lovely.
done with it. Save your time as much as you can.
Lovely. Best utilization of time. And I think one thing that I take away again, sir, you said there's nothing on your table. That's a clear sign of clutter free, clear thought, because the more clutter you have around you, the thought process gets cluttered. The lesser the things, the more focus you have. So I think that's a good takeaway, sir. Be clutter free. And like sir said, save as much time and use it wisely and not go after a lot of things and then end up nowhere. So I think that's also good.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to add, I mean, like, no matter, I mean, like, my phone or my iPad or my walls, you can see in the background, everywhere you will find my pictures of my family, my friends, and everybody. So I mean, like, that is one thing. Even with the clean desk, I have a family photo
Which
on
is
top
also
of it.
needed, sir. When you look around and if you see good things, who what better than family and friends? Instead of having posters that people put up, family pictures, I think resonate a lot of warmth, keep you grounded and also focused because you have to do it for them. So I think having that around is never clutter.
True.
That is absolute pure bliss, sir. On table, I agree, as clean as it is, the mind stays clutter free. Perfect, sir. My next question, sir. What's on your smartphone home screen?
I already told you, everywhere you will find my family photos. You can check my WhatsApp, right?
Yes, absolutely, sir. Absolutely. A true family man. Completely. Everywhere. Like I can see a lot of pictures of your family. I'm sure I've seen your WhatsApp DP. That's again family. So lovely, sir. My next question, sir. What's your favorite workday time waster?
I guess I already answered this. I mean, like, whenever I step out, I'll do some pull-ups. I'll walk around, and again, I mean, like, in your corporate life, when you are working, you would have thought, like, okay, let me call this guy. I need something from him. Let me call this guy. I need something from him. So I'll keep collating those names, like 3 4 names, and then I'll step out of my workplace. I'll keep walking on the road or on the floor, and then I'll keep calling them one by one and sorting out all those things that I have to. But I'll do all those calls when I'm walking, one-to-one calls.
Lovely, sir. One to one. And the good thing to take away is even in those calls, you're trying to walk, which is also a healthy lifestyle, sir. Otherwise, somebody could just sit back, get some coffee and call. But I think that's also That's also interesting, sir. Like you're finishing your calls, you're connecting with people at the same time you're on the move, which is great.
Yeah,
My
as I said, I mean, like, biggest thing that you can invest is time.
this time.
And exercise is something, you need, if you want to do decent exercise to keep yourself healthy, you need to invest 2 hours every day. That's what my thought is. So I mean, like, it is all up to you where from you want to pull those 2 hours. I mean, like, I do not want to pull it out from my quality family time, so I invest
Correct.
it right there on those calls, whenever I'm taking break or something. And that's how I go.
Because for a lot of people, sir, break time means bistre pe let jao and it is aram. But I think to your point, especially when you have a family, you have to then squeeze as much time as you can from all your surroundings. And I think it's a good way of being on the move and also on the calls. So, ek tir se do shikar, sir. Perfect. My next question,
Yep.
your favorite personal possession.
Personal possession. How do I call it? I mean, like, I can't claim my parents as my possession, I guess. Otherwise, I would love to.
Of
And at the
course.
same time, it is again shared thing, my family. I can't claim them as my possession. So what do I call? I don't know, honestly. I don't know what
Okay.
should I call as my possession, because either I have to choose 20 things, or I don't prefer to choose at all. Like, but still, if I have to, then I will pick up my childhood friends, my hobbies, philately, numismatics, all those collections as my personal possession. If I can't be given an opportunity to claim my family and my parents as my personal possession.
Lovely, sir. The beauty that I liked about your answer is there was nothing materialistic in it. You could have easily said 10 materialistic things, but that shows you as a person. And there's nothing wrong in liking materialistic things. It's absolutely fair. We work hard to get there. But in your thought, it's so clear that it's either family or friends. You seem like a very family and friend driven person, sir. Like I think emotions play a very important role in your life than anything else. Because otherwise you wouldn't be so close to your family and friends. Lovely, sir. I'm so glad I'm talking to you. And this is such a nice feeling to get from you. So I can get those vibes from the chat. Thank you, sir. My next question to you, sir. How to run a meeting?
Um, Again, it completely depends upon what kind of meeting it is. See, there can be meetings with friends regarding planning a tour or something. In those kind of things, I'll be completely dominating, that I want it this way, I want that thing that way. If it is say, like, if it is a corporate meeting with leadership, then I'll just rephrase the agenda, what we are up to, and then I'll let everybody talk about it. Wherever I feel like we are deviating from the agenda, I'll just try to bring conversation back on track, and then I'll put up a couple lines, uh, possibly that can be the challenges we might face, and so that will be the second kind of a situation. And third would be like internal team meeting or something. In those kind of situations, I'll prefer to keep myself mum, and I'll keep pulling legs of my uh, young team members, so that I give them more opportunities to talk and yell and bring something valuable to the table that we, being the experienced people, cannot think about.
Wow, what a contrast. So you're absolutely like water. With friends, you're dominating. You want things your way. With superiors, you know what the right cards to play to make sure that the meeting runs in the right circle. And with subordinates, you're giving them this platform to be able to speak and express. What a wonderful learning, sir. How to deal with different people differently, because you can't be the same with them. You can't be dominating with your superior and say, nahi, mujhe aisa hi karna hai. You can't do that, sir. And you can't do that with juniors also, because they'll never open up with you or for you or with ideas. So lovely, sir. Like with three different sets, impressive learning, sir. Impressive learning. Thank you. My next question, sir. The one trait that you look for in new hires.
Sincerity, that has to be the first thing. Second thing, they should have open mind, and should be able to put efforts, and they should be able to ask more and more questions, because they are younger. So I prefer them to ask more and more questions, we have a team to answer those questions to make them successful. See, whenever, I don't know why, I mean, like, whenever any young person joins a team, why you have to think like he needs to perform. You should be rather thinking that it is my job to make him successful.
True, sir. In fact, a big point that you said was sincerity. So I think that's one thing that everyone should try and imbibe, because that immediately resonates when you join a team. So if you're sincere, you throw those vibes that you're sincere and you would want to make a difference. And so secondly, the ability that sadly a lot of our institutions don't teach us is to ask questions. I think that's the biggest teacher, sir. If I can ask, like I'm asking you so many questions and I know so much about you, right? Your personality traits, how you are, what you think and why. I think asking questions should be an inherent value that everyone should have. If you join a new company, new boss, new fraternity, it will just help you learn a lot more. And secondly, the person you're asking those questions will also feel that you are equally involved because you want to learn. So I think asking questions has a very deep rooted impact, sir.
Another thing, Vikram, you know, the kind of culture we get, people have this embedded mindset that if I ask this question, will I look like a fool or won't I? Right. So I mean, like,
Correct.
this answer is for them. I believe, like, whoever is asking the question, knowing the answer will make them wiser. I mean, like, does not matter if even if some poor fellow take them to be fools. But I mean, like, if that answer carries value for you, then I mean, like, you must always ask that question.
Absolutely. But I said this is also another issue that most of us have कि वो क्या सोचेगा मेरे बारे में if the question is stupid. But I think we have to get over that, sir. I think a question is a question. It could be very silly, but if it for you it is adding value, like you said, then ask. I think that's how it should be, sir.
अरे यार, वो कौन था, वो कौन थी, किसे पता?
Exactly.
वो, ऑन द फर्स्ट प्लेस, यू आर आंसरिंग इट्स योरसेल्फ. वो क्या सोचेगा? अरे यार, जब वो क्या सोचेगा, मुझे वो का नाम नहीं पता है, देन व्हाई शुड आई थिंक अबाउट वो?
Correct.
Simply, let me ask my question. I mean, like, those who know me, those who understand me, they won't think anything about it.
Hmm.
So let me go ahead with it.
True, sir. Completely agree. Very valid. My next question, sir. Who's been the greatest influence on you?
Greatest influence, again, I mean, like, these are like, it's like a bomb, this question, because I'm kind of a person who tries to pull value from everywhere I can. Okay, everywhere I can. So I mean, like, if I think work ethics, I mean, like, everywhere I go. I mean, like, if I think about work ethics, I'll from the actors, I would say, like, Amir Khan will be an inspiration. If I
Yeah.
want to think about corporates and how to deal businesses, then I'll draw my inspiration from Shah Rukh Khan. I mean, like, you
Wow.
pull the traits from 20 places, and if you talk about sincerity, I mean, like, how you get embedded completely, then pick Russell Crowe. I mean, like, and if you want, I mean, like, overall person, I'll say, like, Kamal Hassan.
Wow.
Right. I mean, like, you get
True.
multiple traits from multiple different
Multiple
personalities. So
people.
in my mind, I mean, like, I don't think one person can influence you too much. And
True.
at the same time, if one person is influencing too much, then in my mind, it is a problem with you, man.
Agreed, sir. Pick from as many. There's so many inspirations out there. Why just stick to one? So, and everyone's got something new to deliver, right, sir? And I think that's why this podcast series, sir, we're interviewing such wonderful people from our fraternity, and not just one, because everyone's got a lesson to throw at us. Everyone, they've all had a wonderful journey, and everyone can look up to them, and not just one person. So, to your point, sir, that's the motto of this podcast, sir, to connect with as many, so that that many lessons can be thrown at people, and for them to accept them and imbibe them, sir.
Even strangers, I mean, like,
Yeah.
you meet somebody stranger on the street, and you might ask some question. You think you know the answer. and they might not. That is what
Correct.
happens mostly with these strangers, and they might throw a googly at you, and you will be left thinking, man, I never thought in this direction at all. So
Correct.
that itself is an influence on you, right?
Correct. Good point, sir. My next question, sir. What's the best professional advice you've ever been given? Somebody's given you that advice.
Somebody gave me, or I
Somebody
gave.
gave you, sir. Somebody gave you a professional.
And uh, I have been very aggressive, to be honest. I mean, like during the start of my career. So being a team, there was one on-site coordinator. Okay, he was very micromanaging. I mean, like you deliver him good, say like 40 hours of work, and he'll point out one spelling mistake. He was kind of a person. Okay,
Okay.
and entire team, we were a team of 22 people, and we were all demotivated. So I took that challenge on myself, and I started to review and deliver everything. And then if he points out any those kind of silly mistakes, I'll right away, I mean, like I'll politely, I'll quash him in every such meeting. Okay. Then my manager those days, he said to me, Naveen, even if you have a strong head, it does not make sense to hit it on the stone. Okay. So I mean, like um, it was that was the best advice I can think of. I mean, like,
Wow.
and I told him my motto as well, that Kanak, my intention uh, was never to, I mean, like, challenge him or confront him. I just wanted to convey him this point that when you do those kind of things, you demotivate a lot of people. I mean, like, if you are seeing those kind of two, three small mistakes, you correct them, and then you move from there.
Move on.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, if there is some big fiasco in their delivery, then you talk about
So hitting your head on a stone will only hurt you, sir. Very rightly said. Because
it.
it is not going to take you anywhere but hurt you. So very valuable learning, sir. Very valuable learning. My next question, sir. Who's your favorite sports person?
Again, I mean, like, my bad. Honestly, my bad. I never stick to one person, right? So I mean, like, see, if I have to go with the leadership skills, I'll say like MS Dhoni. He reads the game, observation, game awareness. I mean, like, when you say game itself is a very big word. Corporate
Yeah,
life, it's a game. Family life, it's a game.
absolutely.
Everywhere, it's a game. Okay,
True.
so those are the traits I look up to him for. Then dedication and focus, I'll say like Saina Nehwal.
Yeah,
And inspiration, I would say like Sachin Tendulkar.
yeah.
And if I say like being a good partner in bad time, I'll say like Rahul Dravid. You want him to be on
True,
your
sir.
side. So I
Yeah.
mean, like, different traits, different people.
Lovely, sir. One thing I get from you, jitno se jo seekh lo. I think that hunger in you to gather.
Life is very small, man. Life is
Absolutely,
very
sir.
small.
Which is
Like, you
great, sir. A
don't
lot of
get.
us we keep looking up to one person ki isi se main sab seekh लूं, but to your point, sir, like you said, like this Rahul Dravid point, sir, in tough times you need him by your side. I never thought of it like that. Such a wonderful, pure thought that you would want somebody strong enough to be by your side when the times are bad, and that's what Rahul Dravid did. He was no called as the wall for that reason, sir. Wow. जिससे जो सीख लो, have that hunger to learn. I think it's very critical. Don't keep yourself above anyone. जिससे जो सीख सकते हो, I think learn. I think that's one thing I take away from you, sir. I think it's brilliant.
Life is very small. Either, see, best teacher is experience,
Correct.
and it always often comes on the cost of failures. So
True.
technically, failures tell you the most, teach
Yeah.
you the most. Now,
Yeah.
you don't get time in your life to commit all the mistakes, all possible mistakes. So
Correct.
learn from others' mistakes, learn from others' success,
True.
and move on.
True. जो जहां पर गिर चुका है उस राह पे चलते हो फिर से क्यों गिरना सर वेरी वैलिड पॉइंट लर्न फ्रॉम अदर्स फेलियर्स आल्सो सक्सेस से तो सीखना चाहिए बट आई थिंक लर्निंग फ्रॉम अदर पीपल्स फेलियर इज अ बिग लेसन इन इटसेल्फ आई थिंक सर so that you already know the mantra to success to some extent. True, sir.
So you are on the path. You are on the path. Now,
Absolutely.
learning from others' success will hold your head high,
Correct.
and learning from others' failures, they will keep your feet on the track.
Correct. True, sir. Very well said. Very well said, sir. My next question, sir. Your favorite song?
Again, it completely depends on the situation. Okay, I mean, like
That's
when
a,
entire family we are watching some songs, then Hum Saath Saath Hai, that will be on the TV or projector. And then if I'm having some wine or some whiskey, then Barsat ke Mausam mein will be playing.
wow.
And then
Lovely.
if kind of I'm not able to sleep, and kind of we want to go through couple songs, then it will be like uh, those old 90s songs, evergreen. And if I'm road trip or something, then So Gaya Ye Jahan.
Lovely. So
So
that's an
it's all
all-time
like that.
favorite, sir. I feel. I think that song resonates with so many moods, right? Brilliant.
I mean, like you put it on high volume, you
Yeah.
put it on low volume.
Correct.
Your mood can change depending on the
Abs-
volume.
Absolutely. That song I
It's
think is
one
magical,
song.
sir. Yeah, that song is
It's
magical.
magical, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like try, if you never did it, try sometimes. I mean, like play it on high volume, play it on low volume,
Low volume.
and play it when you are on the trip. You will have three different moods, and it will suit all.
Wow. One song fits all. All moods. Perfect. I think we should make that the MK anthem song also, sir. It'll fit also. Done,
During the day,
sir.
it will not work.
Agreed, sir. Agreed. My next question to you, sir. Your favorite movie?
Favorite movie. Man, you made me realize today, man, I have a lot of problems. You know, see, if you want to see determination and focus, I'll go with Russell Crowe's movie Cinderella Man.
Yes.
And if I'm competing and I'm facing challenges, then I would watch Gladiator.
Oh,
It
yes.
keeps me on the track.
True.
And if I want to cherish my life, if I want to enjoy, then I would say like Three Idiots, Mona Bhai MBBS.
Yeah.
Those movies give you the life mantras. Three Idiots. It tells you all is well. So no matter what has happened, leave it behind, move on.
Correct. Correct.
And Munna Bhai MBBS, it gave entire India, man, not just India, entire world, that Jadoo Ki Jhappi. It sorts
Absolutely.
everything,
Yeah. I
right?
think these movies also give such a strong lesson, sir. Like Munna Bhai specifically, it taught us that it is good to give out love also. It's not just about yourself.
True,
If somebody needs it, just give it. It's free of cost and it's an abundance within all of us. So I think very
true.
well said, sir. These movies teach us a lot. It's how you pick and what lesson you pick, sir. You can also pick up getting into medical through the wrong way through Munna Bhai, but the bigger lesson is
Yep,
love. Perfect, sir. My
true.
next question, sir. The most fun moment at work.
Most fun moment at work, when whenever I'm done with lunch or something, then you feel a little low, right? I mean, like little sleepy or something. So I'll go for a quick Pac-Man game for 5 minutes.
Nice.
Okay, and same is with the big meetings as well. Before going into any
Oh,
big meeting with leadership or something, I'll go for a 5 minute Pac-Man game quick.
lovely. Like refresh
Yeah,
your mind before you walk in and refresh your mind post lunch. I think Pac-Man again, sir. It's for generations. It's been
true.
a game that the youngest to the oldest person will love, and it's such a fast-paced game. So I think it just rejuvenates you suddenly. Very well points. Very well.
Yeah,
My next question, sir. What's the best professional advice you have ever given to someone?
ask questions.
Ask questions. Perfect. I think everyone in the audience should take away with this. Unfortunately, you can't ask questions to sir because it's not live, but it's a good thing to do. Ask questions. Ask,
See, I
sorry,
mean,
sir,
like
go on.
sincere part is already there. You get value out of it, and if you ask too many questions, your leadership cannot complain. Why you
Correct.
ask too many questions? They cannot complain. And at the same time, if you fail at some point and
Yeah.
they confront you, you can go back and say, I asked you questions, right?
True, true. I let you explain me, you never explained me then. Perfect, sir. My last question, sir. Your advice to younger employees or people joining the college, just the younger lot, sir. What is your advice to them?
Try everything. Try everything. I mean, like every possible way you can learn from. See, you know, um, I told you, right? As you introduced as well, I did set up Mainframe Center of Excellence. There was a
Correct, sir.
reason behind it. There was a reason behind. There was too much drama on the floor office, and I was not able to bypass my management.
Okay.
So I came up with this thought: let me prepare a parallel game, and I came up with the idea of Mainframe Center of Excellence to bypass everything.
Wow.
Okay, so it was just a thought. I nurtured it, brought it into picture, and then I was able to fulfill what I wanted. And I mean, like I through I did not realize this thing when I was thinking about it. I was able to give exposure to a lot of people to bypass that game and showcase themselves.
Correct. Super, sir. So basically, have a thought and also have the courage to nurture it. Having a thought is great, but also having the courage to nurture it is very, very critical. And then to take it to execution, it'll only help you. Like sir said, he wanted a path. He saw a lot of roadblocks. He built that bridge, and he is where he is. So I think incredible learning, sir. Always have a thought and also have a plan of execution around that. Thoughts तो सर सबको आ सकते हैं, but if there is no zeal to execute, then there's no point of having that thought, right?
Important thought आना है. Plan भी आ जाएगा.
Correct,
Don't worry about it.
correct,
I mean, like अंडर दी हट टपरी पे चाय पीते में डिस्कस करो चार लोगों से प्लान भी बन जाएगा.
correct.
Don't worry
I
about
think
it.
the
I mean,
intent
like,
is necessary.
yeah, think about the
Perfect, sir.
problem. I mean, like, think about the problem and think about how do I bypass it. Just bring that thought into picture. Plan will
Right.
come on its own. Don't worry about it.
Perfect, sir. Sir, these are my questions for you, sir. The stage is yours, sir, for you to address to our wonderful audience, our NMCNs, our AMKNs, and all the younger lot out there who's there to learn from you, sir. All yours, sir.
See, from my point of view, or the way I learn things, I come from a rural area. So I mean, like that problem was always there with the English. So I did put myself as English tutor back in college days. And I mean, like when you have a lion running after you, you will run the best in your life, right?
Absolutely.
So that's my way. I mean, like that is how I prepared myself. So this is what I did. And then when I joined the college, MCA, I did not have much exposure to computers.
Okay.
So right away on the first year, I projected myself as hardware troubleshooter and assembler. So
Wow.
I used to get requests from hostel to fix their computers, and I used to research on them and fix them. So that is how I learned
Wonderful.
it. Then I used to teach younger batches, engineering batches. I have taught more than 5-6 years engineering batches and all. So that
Wow.
keeps you on the track. I mean, like you are getting paid basically to rehearse for yourself. To
Correct.
I mean, like so that was another thing. And then biggest thing I would say like that helped me. I mean, like as I told you, right? I come from a weaker rural background, so we don't get too much exposure. That how do you participate in interview? How do you plan? How do you plan
Right.
corporate meetings and all, right? So what I used to do, those days there were not too many professional coachings on how do you uh, enhance your persona and all, right? So, and those coachings used to be very, very expensive as well. So what I used to do, I mean, like somebody has opening for say like finance manager profile. I'll put up on my resume. I'll buy the bus ticket and go there and enjoy that interview.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, like that was my way of doing it. I mean, like even in college days, I mean, like MCA second year, third year, I used to do it a lot, and I cracked a lot of profiles as well. In
Wow.
Indian system, nobody asks for the certificates till you crack everything, right? So that was
Correct.
my way of thinking, that nobody is going to ask for it. Let us print those two papers. It takes $2 to print those two papers,
Correct.
and $5 for the bus ticket. So $7 altogether for a new
Wow.
experience,
Wow.
right? So I'm like,
That is
I
incredible.
would have given say like 20, 30 interviews, and then I was good at convincing people. So this is what I learned, and my takeaway was from all that adventure. And since then, I mean, like till date, I never um I never had to look back on any of my interviews, any stages or anything. So I mean, like I
Wonderful.
believe like that was the biggest thing that helped me. So my my advice would be like try every damn single thing you can, every damn single thing you can. You will, no matter whether you fail or you succeed, you will always take away something out of it.
Lovely. Brilliant, sir. I love the bus ticket experience and I think that incredible, sir. Only if you're hungry can you really walk that extra mile. Otherwise, no, because taking that print, taking that bus journey, going for an interview where you know eventually you can't join eventually, but just that thrill of learning, sir, I think hats off, sir. This is incredible. This journey,
I mean,
I think all of us should
see,
do.
it's like in interview you are always bothered about failures, right?
Yeah.
So when you are investing only $7, you are not bothered about
Yeah.
failures at all. So you'll enjoy it, right? So it's a
True,
win-win
sir.
situation on the first place before you go into it.
Correct, sir. Lovely, sir. I think it was absolutely wonderful interacting with you, sir. These lessons will take people to places in times to come, sir. I thank you again for taking out time. I know you're in a different country and time zones are crazy. So thank you for taking out time. And we hope to connect again soon, sir.
Thanks, Vikram. Thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity.